guys, welcome back to Big Brothers CX. I'm Taylor Smaraj, and this is Rainy, and we're back with How to Get Away with Murder, Season 3, Episode 6. Is someone really dead?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to figure out. We had a whole theory on who was the person that is killed. We know Laurel's in the hospital and pregnant in the future. Michaela was with her, I guess, adopted mom. Connor doesn't have his phone, so Oliver's worried about him. But yeah, the mystery is who is in the house. I think our theories were Wes, Connor, Asher, or Nate. So as a person who's died, that Annalise was heartbroken over. But she also told Bonnie, like, you got to get me out of here. So yeah, we're going to jump into it and see what they got for when the reactions are available on Patreon.
Officials have confirmed one fatality and one victim said to be in critical condition.
Hi, you've reached Asher Millstone, and your message to me matters.
Asher, call me back the second you get
Why
this.
does she sound like the mayor?
Hey, baby, how can I help?
You can't.
Well, where are you going?
It doesn't matter.
Let me go with
No,
you.
just stay here.
We're in shock.
I've been through worse. Just sit here. And don't
Another
steal
victim is in
anything.
critical condition at Middleton
Don't
Hospital.
steal anything.
The identity of that
I was wondering where the
victim
hostility was
released
coming
to the
from.
public.
I'm like, she seemed nothing but nice.
Right.
You would have known if I was lying
So you lied to me instead.
It worked.
Did Frank finally spread your legs because that's the only reason I could come up with for you acting this stupid?
Listen
Or
to
did you
me.
just stand so much that you threw yourself at the next most disgusting man in
I
this
went
house?
there for this.
You shot Mahoney.
I needed to know she wasn't going to come after me.
We can't use that.
It's a confession.
You think we can take this to the police? That Frank won't tell them everything that we've done,
Right.
Sam?
Right.
That should just give you all a piece of comfort. A piece of
Don't blame this on Wes.
Just
Whatever.
mutually
You brought this
assured
on
stuff.
yourself.
How?
Really? You tried to kill Frank.
You're a dumbass if you believe that.
So you didn't hire him?
I
then?
didn't.
Well, Frank's trying to frame me for this. Maybe someone should kill me.
You don't know what you're talking
Don't you
about.
dare go after him.
I did this for you,
Oh,
Annalise.
you did it for yourself to get the love that no one ever gave you. But guess who did? Me. And you spit it right back in my face.
Hey, she just went
If I
there and
wanted to
got
betray you, I wouldn't have
everything.
come back.
He called me.
Because I can handle the man making a fool out of me, but you?
Yeah, she-
Annalise, please.
Call him
After
back
everything
back.
that I've done for you.
Annalise,
What?
the police from my apartment.
I came to meet Wes, and they were standing at his door.
Are they still there?
Yeah. They're from New York, and they're investigating a shooting that Wes was a witness to. What do we tell them? Just tell them the truth, that you don't know where he is. Oh, I thought that you guys were all studying together.
Ooh.
The library.
Yeah, he went to the library. He probably turned his phone off, you know him. Laurel, this is crazy.
But Annalise
I mean,
ready
he's
with a
never
lie.
told me about any of this.
This. Is that him?
No, it's his friend.
Just tell them that you think he went to the library.
Okay.
Ricky?
Yeah. Don't worry, okay? It's all gonna be fine. I'm sure he's gonna be...
Cool.
We don't know that it's going to be fine.
Okay.
I should just go talk to them.
Do not move.
Why?
This is Frank. He gave the police your name to make you a suspect.
No!
So stop defending him. He thinks that we're going to tell the police he killed Mahoney. This is his way of hitting back. Take Wes's phone, lose it at the library, and you don't leave this house until I say so. Give it to me.
Why you gotta take my phone?
No. I'm just gonna talk to them.
You take another step and I'll chain you in the basement like Rebecca.
Oh,
She know how to trigger somebody.
that's not.
She know how to get to trigger somebody. She wanna be in control of the situation. Frank heightened her irritation today.
I asked you for one thing, and you can't even respect that.
Come on. Look, I get you not wanting to talk about your family in front of everyone else, but I'm your boo.
You're my what?
Oh,
Your bae, your BF, A1 since day one.
Says who?
I sleep here every night, but I'm not on duty in the dorm.
Because you're too lazy to go home after sex.
You still think I'm the meat stick?
She been telling you this, sir.
Can we not do this the night before an exam?
No. Either admit that what we're doing is more than sex, or I leave right now for good.
Is that a square dance going on? Is Michaela finally teaching us how to do-si-do?
Okay. You don't get to mock me while wearing my robe.
And you don't get to avoid this conversation right now.
What conversation?
oh my God, you're
I
so
need to
mad at
study.
me.
Everyone out.
You two just break up.
Sorry.
I stopped and asked this guy for directions, and he just got shot.
Well, you were talking to him?
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever tell me about this?
He doesn't tell you a lot of
Not the
things.
type of thing you bring up when you want a girl to like you.
Maybe not at first, but
I mean, we tell each other everything.
No, no, you don't.
Oh,
Like he but he feels
I'm
bad
sorry, I
about
should've
that.
told you.
That's why he wanted to break up with
Maggie,
her.
Rounds.
I can ask for the day off.
I'm with Annalise. She knows what to do. I'll call you later, okay?
Good job.
Are you at least having Eve look into this?
She couldn't find out anything.
Commit?
We're not gonna ask him to clean up our mess anymore. I'm on it, okay? Your job today is to study.
Hi.
Because y'all need to do that. Oh, Bonnie, back
right,
for round
y'all can't
2.
be failing.
Thought you went off to Mexico to be with Frank by now. You two get to spend the day babysitting each other. I trust you'll be able to do that.
She's not that.
Excuse me while I pretend to be a good lawyer again.
Bonnie does put up with a lot of mental
As you can
abuse.
see, your reinstatement comes with the following
She was
conditions.
a child.
You agree to abstain from drinking, attend AA meetings 3 times a week, and submit to random alcohol testing.
Oof,
We also
that part's gonna
expect
hurt
to
her.
see a change in your conduct, both inside and outside of court.
What's that mean?
This board will not tolerate any of the moves that have characterized your practice in the past.
Moves.
Ethical violations, intimidation of witnesses, harassment of opponents, misleading judges,
Right.
being party to any criminal act.
Just to be clear, I have never been formally charged with a criminal act.
Let's keep it that way. To confirm our agreement. This is a 2-strike system, Annalise.
I don't know what that means.
She already hit strike 1. If she hits another strike, she's out.
Ooh, she has a beautiful signature. I need to work on that. At least it's better than yours.
No, it's
That's
not.
good.
Yes, it is.
Do you
it's
need me to
not.
look into
My
getting a lawyer
signature
for
is
us,
better than
maybe?
yours.
No, it is
Yours is like
not.
a 5-year-old.
No.
Yeah.
I've actually
Annalise?
done cursive and practiced in school. You did.
So have I.
Did you get her
Why
license
didn't
back?
Not in school, though. I actually,
Yeah.
like, in school, and we
Did you
practiced.
call Frank? Tell him good
you?
news.
Can't tell.
No, my signature's nice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
You're literally making that up. Yes.
Mom agrees with me.
You have
No,
something
she
to get
doesn't.
off your chest.
She doesn't.
I think I just did.
You're responsible for this. The anger, drinking, her reputation right now.
You want me to believe I caused all the problems in
You did murder
All
her
the problems
husband.
blew up the minute you got your little crush on Rebecca. You have no idea what goes on in this house.
Killing Sam was very vital to everybody's mental health.
Yeah.
The court citation for the decision to bifurcate was KPMG v. Koki. Did you guys even read my outline?
Listen.
We're not friends, especially now that we know about your little art project. Annalise said no, we're not supposed to talk about that.
What? You're afraid one of us will out you and you get expelled? Leave.
Oh, there she goes, chewing up and spitting up mine.
Good morning.
Get back
Well, I'm
to
sure
us
many of you
and
were
say why.
hoping I was
He
gone for
wanted
good.
more. I mean,
I'm
she's
back.
probably a
Don't
little
plug
bit
And ready to
there.
whip you all in the shape. I
The way
assume
she
many of
looking-
you read the file on our new client.
She
The
feels
facts.
something, but
Ms. Cohen.
maybe she
Danny
want to move on. Yeah.
Alvadar, an Army veteran. She served 2 tours in Afghanistan and is now facing aggravated assault charges.
I wanted to take my girl Val out to celebrate her promotion. We pre-gamed at my crib and went dancing at her favorite bar.
Danny's blood alcohol level was 2 times the legal limit that night. If she admits to substance abuse, she could qualify for Veterans Treatment Court. She'd go to rehab rather than face jail time.
That could result in her discharge from the reserve. She would lose her Army pension, making her years of risking her life for your freedom worth nothing.
Well,
Anyone with a good strategy.
He kept bugging us about making out. I just thought he was one of those straight guys who watches too much porn.
We could argue that Danny felt so threatened by the victim's hate speech that she acted out of self-defense.
The victim was unarmed when our client sliced his neck open like a bagel. Do you think that any jury would believe that this was self-defense?
When he came up behind me, grabbed me,
girl,
and
yeah,
tried
just
to
admit to
dance,
substance abuse.
everything went black.
We can argue defense of others. I left a message for the girlfriend to see if she'd testify that Danny was just trying to protect her.
She's the ex-girlfriend, and if you read the case files, you would know that she's stationed in Germany and unwilling to testify. Please, Mr. Drake, save me from these terrible ideas.
People ain't studying like
I'm
they.
hesitant to even present this because it seems so obvious, but we go with the PTSD defense.
It was a rescue mission. I was guarding the Humvee when I got attacked from behind.
That could work.
The combatant put me into a chokehold, started bashing my head into the ground. Finally, he just stopped. My sergeant shot him in the head.
Additionally,
We stress that Danny is a woman in combat. Many jurors will find that admirable and brave.
Your first chair, Mr. Drake, you'll be doing the cross and the victim. I'll need you prepped by 8 p.m. tonight, and the rest of you, come watch me and Mr. Drake kick ass in court tomorrow.
They watching you. But she do be doing her job when it comes to the case of the week. Can't nobody argue that.
You're taking the new case already. Think it's too soon to dive back into work after hitting rock bottom? I would never presume to know what a woman of your talent can and cannot handle. Nor would I ever bring up your sobriety anywhere on this campus. So why are you here? That piss someone off again? Hopefully not. Unless you know someone at the NYPD. A detective called my office this morning. They're looking for a student of yours, Wes Gibbons. He was absent from class today. Okay. I'll check in with his other professors then.
Do that. But yeah, they on West. I wonder what they want. She's convinced it's Frank.
Wallace Mahoney was an old client of mine, someone who was out of my life.
And they think Wes shot him. His father.
Biological father.
Oh my God, you knew about this.
Of course she did.
I told her not to tell you, so now that you know everything, put away your anger.
I'm so sorry you lost your dad, man.
They really be
Why
mad.
are you telling us this?
Because it's secrets, it's ruined us in the past.
Okay, so let's go talk to the cops.
Not until we know why he's being questioned.
No, then you have to talk about Sam's and Claire. It's okay, maybe we just need to fix what was cracking on.
Quiet.
Asher, that's...
Since when have I not protected you, even when I hated you? Tell me. Remember what I said, we're good people now. We'll get through this.
I'm just trying to figure out how it leads to the fire. Because if it ain't Frank, then I don't know. But when he left, it didn't seem like he had any ill feelings. You know what I mean?
I just talked to Vince Levin. He's willing to act as Wes's lawyer if he goes in for his police interview. We can trust him.
Why do you say that? You spread your legs for him too?
It's not cute.
She don't care about that.
Say what you need. I can take it.
You can't.
I'm not sure Frank gave him Wes's name. He wouldn't want to make things worse between you two.
This is just him saving his own ass, Bonnie.
He told me he just wants to come home.
Stop it.
He's scared, Annalise.
Oh, he should be. You know what? Tell him that the next time you see him. That if he comes anywhere near this house, I'll kill him for real.
I'm here. I came back to be with you.
Because you want to, because they wouldn't have you.
Because I love you.
I feel like a little bit of both.
I can help on the case.
You being here is just hurting me right now.
She's upset. She finally found out why her baby died. She's never gonna be okay with Frank.
Because it would have been a successful pregnancy.
Yeah, more than likely.
Wes is right inside.
He hates me right now, it's fine. You never told me what Frank said.
I barely saw him.
Something must have happened if he really did tell the cops Wes's name.
Nothing happened. He's a sick bastard. I warned you when we met.
You told the police who Wes is, didn't you? Do you just hate us all? Do you want us all to go to jail? Is that the kind of guy you really are? If you did this, I'll never forgive you.
I feel like they could use that against now.
He can't sit with us.
Are you serious?
Stop keeping secrets and maybe you'll get your privileges back. Oh, there he is, our first
There you
chair.
go.
You ready to fail like your dad's condom? You really have to sit right there?
I just want to be ready to replace you after you crash and burn.
Or poop your pants. Hope you don't have a nervous stomach, dog.
Y'all don't even be studying. Y'all could have got
How are
first
you
chair.
feeling, Mr.
Right.
Drake?
Great. I was rethinking across to the victim that maybe
I
we
get it,
can
they
use
have a
the
lot
plasma
going
dot
on.
approach instead.
I liked your prep questions. Stick with your first instinct.
Miss Keating, welcome back.
Oh, you came to watch me kick your colleague's ass.
Oh, actually, to kick your ass. I requested to be called counsel when I heard this was your case.
You're brave.
There's nothing brave about taking on a lawyer who's under the thumb of the disciplinary board. May the best woman win.
She hates Italy so
Did I
bad.
sense some animosity there?
I'm doing the cross now.
I spent all night prepping.
Well, court is unpredictable. Sit down, you may learn something.
Yeah, now her pride is on
We were all dancing, having a good time. I mean,
Lady feels
they were
cocky
even
that
laughing
she
at my
took away
jokes.
At what point did the defendant become aggressive?
This guy bumped into me, and I fell up against her. She took the knife out of her pocket, grabbed me. I thought she was joking until I saw the blood.
That ain't no joke, sir.
Your witness.
Mr. Stone, how many drinks had you had before you approached my client?
3 or 4 beers.
So you lost count.
Argumentative. Sustained.
Let me rephrase. This isn't the first violent altercation you've had in a bar, is it?
Objection. Leading.
Goes to establishing Mr. Stone's pattern of violent behavior while inebriated.
Permission to approach.
She gonna fight Annalise hard.
Mr. Stone's prayers are inadmissible per Rule 609.
Domestic abuse, yes, but there was another violent incident that he had during his time in college.
Which could also be prejudicial. I'm prohibiting the mention of all priors against the victim.
Where that black judge that don't be putting up with it?
Mr. Stone, did you think buying my client a free drink was a down payment on a later sexual advance?
Objection. Counsel is badgering the witness. Sustained.
Can you tell me what you meant when you nailed scissors to Miss Alvador?
Objection. Offensive question.
Sustained.
Can you describe the man that you allegedly claim made you bump into Danny?
Objection outside the scope of direct examination. Sustained.
Was the music so loud that you could hear my client repeatedly tell you to leave her alone?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
How long did ADA Atwood spend coaching you on your testimony today?
Objection. Counsel is clearly trying to impugn the witness, Your Honor.
Sustained. Please, Miss Keating, move on or I'll be inclined to report this conduct to the bar.
Nah, that judge in her pocket. They all against her. Ain't no judge ever just sustained this much. She ain't got no wiggle room. Okay, can't ask no questions.
Right.
That judge. She a hater.
Professor Keating?
Give me a second.
Danny's ex-girlfriend just called me back.
We're not using your stupid defense of others.
It's better than that. You might even want me to replace Simon's first chair again.
You stole the boy's computer, now you want to steal his job?
He deserves it.
He's poor, he's trying to better his life. You, of all people, should be able to relate.
So you don't want to know what I found out?
Say it.
Danny was working a desk job on the day she claimed she was attacked in Afghanistan.
The whole defense is based on a lie.
It's not a lie.
You made that story up.
I didn't make it up. I stole it. Most of the time I was over there, I had to file all the injury and casualty reports. How soldiers remained. How they died. How many pieces they went home in. That story might have not happened to me, but I felt it.
We have to tell the judge.
No.
It's illegal for me to put you on that stand and perjure yourself.
Then tell me what to do.
She already.
Because I'm not this person. I just don't go around knifing people at bars. I need help, not jail.
Go with Michaela's option. Her initial one.
Yeah.
Because that's the best we can
I
do
have
for you.
expected to catch
But
you
Annalise,
trying on her
it's
wigs
not
and
worth her getting
clothes like a
fired.
Roman bait slut.
That is. I don't know.
Annalise isn't here.
I know.
Call her nosy.
I just came by to make sure that my good friend was thinking about someone else other than himself for once.
Meaning?
You're thinking about going to the police, right? Telling them everything.
You should go.
No, I think you should listen to what I have to say.
He's reverting back to old comments.
I get it.
Of course I blame you for everything. You're the reason that everything good in our lives is gone.
Frank did this.
No, you did this the minute that you killed Sam. You know, I was just figuring out how to get my head on straight.
And then Oliver left.
And finally get out of this whole mess that you made, even without the one good thing in my life.
Now Oliver's my fault.
Everything that has happened to us in this house is your fault. If you say anything to the police, if you mention my name to the police, I swear to God, I will kill you.
Okay. But my whole thing is, West is a real killer. You ain't never killed nobody. Sit down. Oh, they just gonna harass her all day. This is a setup. I see. I was gonna say, Annalise, you need to make a case, because this is crazy.
The NYPD's looking for Wes.
We know, we don't
You
care.
like him? You think that's smart?
Please don't yell at me right now.
I just don't want to see something happen to the kid because he got caught up in your mess.
What if he hurt?
You got an anonymous tip about him being a possible suspect.
I'm protecting him, so don't worry.
Wait. You got a case for the right now, so I'm waiting to hear from me. Atwood and I are seeing each other.
And that's why she was cocky in the court.
Thank you for letting me know.
I mean, what else do you say to that? At least he was honest, and then find out through her, rubbing it in Annalise's face. You do be abusing
What about
your-
that new
your
bar on
partner
18th
stuff,
Street?
so.
No, I don't want to suggest a straight bar.
Why don't you go to a
I always
bowling
feel
alley?
weird
You
about
seriously think the
I feel
sophisticated
bad for her,
spiritual
but it's also
acupuncturist
like,
goes
you be
bowling?
doing
I
this
should take Heidi bowling. Yeah, if she like that.
Heidi?
Oh, yeah, she's just as blonde. I've been talking on Tinder. Actually, maybe a hotel bar would be better.
Leave Michaela
Have some
alone.
Drinks,
Oh my
get a
God.
room,
I wish she
slide
had
my
never
key
got
card in her
one.
slot.
Here, I told Thomas to meet you at that wine and cheese bar tomorrow at 7:30.
Who's Thomas? No. It's just a stupid internet date. It's not important.
They are just hurting each other.
Did you talk to him?
And I don't get it. Why we keep stabbing each other?
Who? Wes? What did you say to him?
What do you need to hear?
Which means what?
It sucks, right? Not knowing what goes on in Annalise's house.
Have any of you guys heard from Professor Keating? She hasn't returned any of my calls, and we have to prep Danny for the stand tomorrow.
Oh, actually, Annalise decided not to put Danny on the stand anymore.
Since when?
Since I sabotaged your case, nobody told you about it.
You're all mean girls.
They are. Everybody's so angry.
I know what to do. You use the recording fact to negotiate immunity.
I can't.
You did it when Philip sent us those videos.
That was before I was on probation. No DA's gonna negotiate with me right now.
You don't want to turn Frank in.
Don't be stupid.
You still care about
I
it.
lost your child because of him.
Wes know that?
Car accident.
No.
Your father caused it. Frank helped him.
Because I don't think they told anybody.
I'm so sorry.
Context helps.
It's not your fault.
Understand
It
people's
is.
decision making.
All this is happening because you keep trying to protect me.
It was my choice. I took you off the wait list. I should have left you alone.
Why didn't you?
I wanted to be a better person.
Well, she has lately been trying to be good, but everybody's pushing her. It's been hard. But I mean, you can't just erase your past.
You guys
can't
exchanged
say, "I
pain
want
pics
you
yet?"
Good after you did all this other shit.
Is he bigger than me?
No.
Love that.
No, meaning we haven't exchanged photos. You're not mad, are you?
Of course I'm mad.
Well, I was fine with you hooking up with half of Philadelphia.
That's because I was honest about it. Maybe too honest, but you're hiding things from me.
You are overreacting.
No, you don't answer me this.
Oh my god.
Why even go on a date? If the whole reason we broke up was because you said that you needed time alone.
That is true.
Going out on dates is part of being alone.
Maybe you just don't want to go on dates with me.
Connor, we broke up. Okay, so I'm allowed to see other people.
It doesn't make sense. I can see why Connor be irritated because it just doesn't make
You
sense.
showed up 2 days in a row.
Every day you let me.
Call that lawyer. Tell him to come here to meet Wes tonight. Bonnie, I need your help at court.
Miss Keating, are you ready to begin?
The defense calls Daniela Alvador to the stand.
I'm coming for you.
Hi, I'm looking for a combat record for an active Army Reserves member, Daniela Alvador.
Can you tell us about the events that took place August 10th, 2013?
I was on a rescue mission for aid workers in Afghanistan, guarding a Humvee when I got attacked from behind. A combatant put me in a chokehold, started
We're
hitting my
going
head.
with it.
This is urgent, ma'am.
I heard you.
I still have nightmares. Wake up screaming.
Did you see anyone about these symptoms?
I went to the VA. The doctor said it was PTSD.
And do you think that this PTSD contributed to your altercation with Jay Stone?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
That judge be too ready to sustain.
Can you tell us about when
Can't
Mr.
stand
Stone approached you on the dance floor?
He came up from behind me, pressing his body against mine.
Would you say that this reminded you of the attack that you described?
Yes. I was in that moment all over again. That's when everything went black.
One moment, please.
Miss Keating.
Girl, don't rush me. I said one moment.
I just received new evidence and request a meeting in your chambers. It's urgent, Your Honor.
Let's take 15.
It's a combat report detailing the attack that my client just testified about.
Just now, your associate came across this.
If you're inferring someone is lying, you would be correct, but it's not my associate. It's my client.
Explain, Miss Keating.
She was working a desk job on the day that she says she was attacked. Had I known that, I would never have asked her to take the stand.
Judge, please. This is Miss Keating's attempt to get a mistrial.
No, the Pennsylvania bar requires me to inform you of this perjury. Now, I could have kept this from the court, but then I would be in violation of the oath I swore as a practicing attorney. Is that what Your Honor would prefer?
I don't get this plan. Avoiding the police is just going to incriminate
It's
you.
actually talking to police where most people get in trouble.
But my aunt is a lawyer,
That part.
so you can get a second opinion.
No, don't call her.
You need to make sure that you have the right people on your team right
Maggie,
now, Leslie.
stop, please. This is too much for you.
Right, and this ain't even the whole story.
I have too much for you.
No, you're not.
Damn, I'm dragging you into things you don't deserve.
No. Look. You are just scared right now, so you're pushing me away. But you need someone who's going to be on your team, and I want to be that person. Please. I love you.
Oh, that's crazy. You don't even know her. Not really.
You should go.
Come on. She was so sweet too.
I can't do this anymore.
She was so sweet. But you do gotta go.
You have to go.
This house ain't no good.
The ADA has offered a deal. Plead guilty to misdemeanor reckless endangerment, and they forego a new trial.
So it all worked.
You don't let me finish.
Oh.
You have to agree to Veterans Treatment Court. Now, you told me you had a substance abuse problem, so instead of jail, you meet with a judge once a week. They monitor your progress.
I'll be kicked out of the reserves.
Yeah,
Would you rather go to prison?
No, but I don't have a substance abuse problem.
You told me you needed help. Or would you rather go around slitting people's throats?
Right.
Being angry, alone, miserable?
Yeah, something triggered that. There's something deep in it.
This is your chance to get better.
Poking that releases trauma and anxiety.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, I feel like Colin about to pull up and just start fighting this man.
I've been wanting to do that ever since you mispronounced Manchego.
Oh no, is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, can we pause for a second?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
Nothing. I mean, I hope nothing. I just, before we go inside.
Who said I was going inside?
Oh my, wow, that's embarrassing. I just thought.
That I wanted to get you naked.
Yeah.
I only sleep with guys on the first date when I don't want to see them again. So, till date number 2.
Connor gonna fight that man. I'm telling you, he already threatened Wes.
They finally arrest Wes?
Oliver,
How does day go?
you really want to know?
No.
I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
Hotel bar was a genius idea. I
Close
didn't
the
get even
door.
finish her second drink before she was begging me to come upstairs.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that you got laid?
Yeah. Yeah,
Close
why
the
is that
door.
weird?
It's not weird. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, fine. I made Heidi up, but I did it to prove a point.
I got that part.
Who are you? Seriously, what kind of person isn't jealous when they found out their boyfriend is screwing some other girl?
There you are with that word again.
I am your boyfriend,
Who do you
Michaela.
think you are? Telling me you're my boyfriend when we've never talked about that.
Because you only are using me for
We're
sex.
using each other for sex.
Okay, well, I want more than that. All right, I want to know you, Michaela.
And I don't know if I want you to.
Well, that's offensive.
No. What's offensive is you making me your woman like we're cave people.
Okay, fine, you're not my woman, you're my family.
What?
Kick him out!
In the
gross
Just kick him
sister
out.
way.
He talks too much. Tell him no. He needs to learn how to accept no.
I lost my family, all of them.
Okay, and Michaela can't replace all of them.
Never
I'm
had a
sorry.
family.
Go get somebody else
It's
to
not
do
that big a
it.
deal.
What does that mean?
I'm not talking about this with you.
Hey,
Michaela,
I want to be there for you, Michaela.
just go off.
No, you want me to be there for you like every other guy who screwed me over.
Okay, push him out. Hurry up.
I like you so much.
Oh my god.
Okay, like,
They're gonna make me suffer.
you like me too? No. What should I say?
I like you too.
Everything has just been wrong.
Vince.
Miss Keating, honored to meet finally.
Did Wes ask you to wait out here?
I knocked and nobody answered.
Yeah, Wes is gone.
Please come in.
Who was last minute? What's her name? Maggie, yeah, Maggie was last.
Can I get you a cup of coffee or tea?
That sounds great. We can have it.
Does Annalise know you're here?
What?
What are you doing?
You're my witness, okay? And I destroyed this.
Wes! No! Why did you do that?
The cops know Frank did this, they'll blame Annalise.
What are you talking about?
I just have to tell the police what I've been saying this whole time. I went to New York on my own. Frank was never there. It's smart. Protects Frank, too.
You think I want to protect Frank?
Yes.
Don't you?
No.
You knew where he was and you didn't tell me.
Who am I here with right now, Wes? You, not Frank.
I'm just saying I get it. If you still worry about him, that's
Look at
fine.
me. I'm not in love with Frank.
Anymore.
Right.
Well, maybe it's Wes's baby.
Maggie.
Come on. No, fuck. I almost said fuck Maggie, but
I broke up with
let me not do that because she's so sweet.
This will just make everything more complicated.
I know.
Tiny.
Are they finally about to get one couple right?
Yeah.
Come on. I didn't want to get too excited at first because I'm like, they ain't gonna do it. Maybe they gonna do it. And all the L's we took today, we got one victory. Wes and Laurel, baby. Shoot, maybe it's his baby.
I just said that.
I didn't hear nothing you said. You whispered, girl. This is gross. Take me back to Laurel and Wes. Let me keep all that. I don't like that. There we go. Take us to the good stuff.
It's Laurel. Leave a message.
Nah, she busy.
Are you with Wes? Call me back or you're fired. Hey, anything?
No.
I don't care about that. Yes,
Who's the
thank
bathroom
you.
at the Wawa?
Connor!
Cool, bro.
You guys have to see this.
Uh-oh.
Sources confirm that Wallace Mahoney's own son is currently being held without bail, charged with first-degree murder.
What?
What?
He has
Tell me
a, Wes has a brother?
He turned himself in.
Laurel.
Turn on the news.
From where Wallace Mahoney was killed 5 months ago with a single bullet wound to the head.
Wait, unless Wes is gone? Oh my god.
Wes? Wes? You're here?
Oh,
Police
okay.
have just confirmed that the identity of the suspect in custody is in fact Charles Mahoney. No stranger to the justice system, Charles was charged with the violent murder of his fiancée, Vicky Moran, in 2005.
Wes has a
But
brother.
after a highly publicized trial, he was acquitted and released. The arrest was made earlier this evening after authorities found the suspected murder weapon, an unregistered Remington 2020, in his car.
I told you. He just wants to come home.
Police say it is still too early to speculate the potential motive for killing his father, given that they are still in the preliminary stages of gathering evidence. NYPD is set to hold a press conference within the hour to explain just how they discovered the murder weapon at this exact time.
We're safe
And of
now.
course, we will cut to that press conference as soon as it starts.
Esther, please open the door.
It isn't him. I can cross his name off.
You were dead.
What? He's
I
drunk.
mean, out of everybody, I probably would have preferred it to be him.
Someone's dead. Where's Connor? You were with him, right?
Laurel.
Laurel's in the hospital. When's the last time you saw them all?
Before Annalise called us.
Annalise called you?
When you were with your mom, she asked us to come over.
If they kill Connor and Asher lives, I'm gonna be bitter.
Someone really did.
Because they could have easily took Asher out and the story wouldn't have been impacted that much. Like, and maybe they knew that. I don't like none of this. I don't. Why did Asher have to be the one that lived? I mean, that sounds so horrible. Y'all probably think I really hate Asher. I don't hate him. He just annoys me. And I really don't think the story would be impacted as heavily if he was gone. So I really would prefer it to have been him versus someone I like a little bit more. Even though Connor got on my nerves this episode, I kind of understand why he's irritated. Because I kind of feel like I understand Connor more than a lot of the other, well, Connor and Laurel the most. Because it's like, Connor was forced into the situation because a murder happened in his face. Then he lost his mind. He went crazy because he got forced into it. Then he started chopping up bodies. That was just psychological abuse. Then Oliver broke up with him for no reason at all. It just didn't make any sense. And then he goes and dates in his face, which that also doesn't make sense. Because like when he asked some very direct questions, like, you don't want to date me, but you want to date other people. I thought you wanted to be alone. That doesn't make sense. So he's asking, am I the problem? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get Oliver. That's my whole thing. But other than that, I don't get Asher and Michaela. I just don't get it. Like, yeah, Asher's family don't want nothing to do with him because all his shady stuff that he got going on and whatnot, and his dad killing himself. I get that. And so they're trying to force that relationship with Michaela because she don't want to deal with her family. I don't like that. Like, it just feels like they never know what to do with Asher because he's just not like the other kids. Like, I'm not gonna call them kids, but the other Keating 5, like, he's just not like them. Do you feel the same?
I mean, now that he's killed somebody, he kind of is.
No. But it didn't even affect him. Like, he goes on like nothing happened while everybody else carries their traumas.
2 episodes of
You know,
going crazy. But yeah, I compare it.
But look at Connor. His shit was in season 1. He's still going crazy. Like, Oliver was the thing that focused him.
Let me finish.
Because I didn't like where you was going with this.
But I did.
It wasn't.
Finish, but...
Go ahead.
No, I already said it.
Oh, okay. But yeah. No, I don't know. Asher's not my favorite. Frank definitely does want to come home. He is helping them from a distance, killing Bonnie's father to give her closure, pinning the whole murder thing of Mahoney on Wes's brother, but still not understanding. I mean, I guess he killed Wallace for Annalise because he was the reason her baby died too. So I think he's like going around trying to be some like righteous avenger and trying to right all the wrongs in everybody's lives, but
yeah,
by just killing whoever he needs to kill and hoping that because that's what he knows how to do. So he's just hoping that he can make up for his betrayal by doing the things that people would like to happen but are not going to actually do. Does that make sense? That's the pattern I'm seeing so far with Frank. Laurel and Wes, they have in their moment their thing. Wes cannot be with Maggie. Maggie does not know the trauma, and he does not want to trauma dump on that girl. Like, he does not want to throw everything that's just happened, all his childhood, all that, onto her and her family. Because, I mean, a normal person...
He couldn't get past normal questions that her dad was asking.
Right, without it being some tragic answer. And it's like, there's just so much baggage here and so many stories, and having to relive that to tell those stories. Like, he really just wanted to tell her about the version of himself maybe that he wants to be or that he's trying to be, but you know, with questions comes another version of yourself. It's just too much. And he's like, it's easier to be with Laurel because she already knows all of this. They already been through all this together. Like, and it makes sense. They like each other.
They found out some of these things together. So
yeah, and they've been through their own things together. Like, they just click more and they make sense to me. So now, I don't know. It'd be nice for it to be his baby, but it could be Frank's. I don't know. They could really spin it either way with Laurel. You know what I would prefer, but they really have Laurel attached to Frank. And the one thing, Laurel's my favorite, but it's like, she's not 100% herself. She's not the sharp Laurel I know when it has to deal with Frank. Like, she always has doubt. She always questions things. Like, her questions herself mainly, when she's usually confident in what she's saying. She I don't know, there's just a level of uncertainty with Frank because she never quite figured him out. Even when she was hitting things on the head, he kept shutting them down, and it just made her question herself more. So she just, I don't know. She just is never certain when it comes to Frank, and I know she hates that. So she always tries to go off on another mission, mainly with Wes, and they try to figure something else out. But anytime she's alone, she's thinking about Frank and what's going on there. So I really don't know if they're ever going to stick with the Wes and Laurel thing. I would like them to, but I just feel like, I don't know. It just depends on how Frank's story goes, really. Yeah. Bonnie, she shows up day after day for emotional abuse. Okay. But she says she loves Annalise. I mean, free. She don't really have no family either, it seems, and
she has a sister, the one on that by her.
And I think she, more than anybody, understands Annalise. She knows Annalise has emotional outbursts. She's rude to people. She tends to push people away. That's just who she is, and if you're going to be around her, you got to accept that you're going to get beat up a little bit. A
lot.
Yeah, emotionally. But Bonnie can take the punches. She's always said that. So Bonnie makes her feel bad, though. She was like, I'm here as long as you'll let me. I love you. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? She's just that support person that Annalise, that probably reels Annalise back in, because I feel like if she didn't have Bonnie, as much as she, you know, emotionally abuses her, she probably would have lost herself a long time ago. Like, she needs people to pull her back. It was always Nate and Bonnie, and Nate's out of the equation, so it's just Bonnie. If Bonnie leaves her, I don't know where she'd go. So that's just how I feel. And especially when Annalise gets irritated, she starts trying to control everything, and that's when she's most comfortable. And for the most part, she does a good job. It's everybody else that don't be listening and answering their phones when she calls. So, but I mean, I think also I get their issue, which is the secrets. Like, she only tells people certain things when she feels like they, need to keep it from the others or whatever. And then, like, she decides when a larger group gets to know things, and she just, like, gives it to them random, and they're like, why didn't we been know? Oh, you knew? Why didn't you tell us? Like, and then it causes friction between everybody when you just stood there and said, we need to stop keeping secrets from each other, yet you continue to do that. So, it's hypocritical.
English is very hypocritical.
Yes, and it irritates everybody because, I don't know, she's trying to be this good person, but she has old habits, and the courts and the schools and her job is literally trying to force her to be a new, better person.
Mm-hmm. And like,
and
you can't be a better person overnight, but girl, you need to at least try to break some of your old habits.
Yeah, because this episode, she treaded a line. She tried to do the right thing, but then she put a little Annalise spin on it, where she went to did something illegal.
It benefited her.
Correct. She went along with it and pretended to play dumb, and got it to where the girl could just get to, well, she lose her reserves but actually get help. And while Annalise was right, though, that girl did need help.
Yeah.
There was something deep down that caused her to slit that dude's throat. But that's my analysis of the episode. Did you have anything you wanted to add? Okay. The only thing we learned as far as the flash forward is Michaela's mom's a thief and that Asher's alive. And that leaves my suspects to Nate, Wes, and Connor. Boo. I guess if I had to bat for somebody next, it's going to be Nate. But I do really like Nate because he's never done anything wrong. Not really.
Well, besides cheating on his sick wife.
Yeah, that. But I mean, yeah. Other than that, he ain't really did much wrong. He really took some heavy hits this series from Annalise, and he's still there for her. And he just said, unlike Bonnie, I'm not putting up with the emotional abuse, so until you get yourself together, I'm out. So I can't blame him for that.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. So thank you guys for watching. Of course, you want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to jump on next.
And we'll see you guys for more How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.